week ago today, Officer Jake Willeen killed in the line of duty, and he made the ultimate sacrifice while protecting the community from what we've now learned was a possible mass shooting attempt. What I saw our crews go through on Friday, what I saw firefighters and police officers go through, I never wanted to see, and I never want to see it again, says Kathy Lonsky of Sanford Ambulance. She's part of the Peer Assistance Crisis Team, also known as PACT. The group is led by employees who have taken additional training on how to support co-workers that are processing traumatic events. Basically a safe place or safe way to file that away in their brain so it doesn't keep back and haunting them, she explains. We know the first responders at the scene performed admirably under pressure, from Officer Robinson neutralizing the shooter to Fargo Fire Department applying life-saving measures to the officers that were shot, to the Sanford Ambulance in Fargo arriving at the scene within minutes. Lansky says she's proud of her crew. We all came together and did the best job that we could given the circumstances, she says. With the traumatic events first responders witness on a regular basis, their mental health can suffer. Experts say first responders could develop behavioral health conditions such as depression, anxiety, and substance abuse. However, Lansky says PACT can help, being able to talk about it, verbalize it, so we can know what are the next steps I can do to take care of myself. According to the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, it is estimated that 30% of first responders develop behavioral health conditions, including depression and PTSD. Some have worries after new details were given about last week's fatal South Fargo ambush on officers. Cass County Sheriff Jesse Jenner says law enforcement around the FM Metro are always working together, especially for big events in the region. There's actually resources in place that most people don't know about, not because we're trying to be super secretive about it, but it's just because there's operational plans that we're following through and certain locations, positions, and things like that that we wouldn't want normal people to see. If they were to try and do something, that would be an issue for carrying out an operation. A lot of times, and a lot of those events, we've been planning for years and collaborating to keep those events safe. As Fargo prepares for its first outdoor Folkways Night Bazaar of the summer in the heart of downtown, some are growing paranoid that an incident like last Friday's shooting could have been worse if other people have similar ideas. Had Zach not neutralized the shooter, we would have had many more casualties. When you look at the amount of ammunition the shooter had in his car, he was planning on war mayhem in our community, said Fargo Mayor Tim Mahoney. Sheriff Jenner says copycats are not. Law enforcement will do their best to prepare and be on guard. It doesn't matter if we think there's going to be a copycat or not. We're always going to prepare and act like there could potentially be a threat at any event. That way, we're preparing appropriately and responsibly. We don't try to play on percentages. That's not a good thing to play on. We want to prepare sometimes, over-prepare. That way, if the situation occurs, we're ready for the incident. Fargo Police declined to comment, but stated the department always stands ready to protect the community, residents, visitors, and events in Fargo.